Okay.
Hello, everyone. This is Realtor Linda. I'm here today with Brandy, and she's going to tell you all about her company, and maybe some of it will interest you. Take it away, Brandy.
Thank you, Linda. Hi, everybody. So I work with U Mortgage. It's an actual broker. So we do have lots of fancy products, just like everybody else. So I've been doing this over 10 years, creating life-changing opportunities through homeownership, for many families. And we really pride ourselves, my team especially really prides ourselves on VA loans. We love veterans. My manager is a former Marine, so he's a veteran, and he does a lot of seminars educating veterans. He goes to universities and everything to educate people. So a lot of the veterans don't understand what's out there for them. So we really work hard to educate the veterans and get them into homes. We did have one $3 million purchase last year, 100% loan to value, no down payment. And yeah, we got it done. Don't want to discuss the mortgage payment on a
I
$3
know
million
probably
home.
more than you or I could qualify for, but
Yes.
as a realtor, we cannot do without you lenders and doing your job very well because you become part of our team. And in order for me to get it closed, guess what? I need a good lender on there. I need somebody that can handle, because we all know, I mean, we've been in the business, but I don't think the consumer realizes how many problems can creep up into these loans. And it's a lot of the behind the scenes that we're dealing with that a lot of them don't even see that we have to, solve problems for, and we have to be able to work as a team to get it done.
Definitely, definitely. And besides the veterans, and that is our baby. We do love our veterans. We also pride ourselves on quick closes. U Mortgage, we've had purchases close as quick as 10 days.
So
So
you really make sure that client is pre-approved.
we
When
make
you
sure
say,
they're
I'll close this in 10 days, they're probably all the way through underwriting. They've had all their paperwork and they've cooperated with you and got all their
yes.
stuff in, and you're just mainly fighting the back office systems as doing the paperwork, and that's kind of it at that point.
Yes, of course. As long as we have responsive clients, because that's number one.
I
um,
know, and that's what they don't seem to get. No, it really depends
yes,
on you.
makes a big difference. But we do have our clients. We have a lot of repeat clients, so our clients are pretty responsive. And as long as they get us what we request, we are able to move that loan very quickly. U Mortgage, like I said, is a broker, so we do have different lenders that we work with. So we typically do have lower rates. Um, we offer programs. We do have the no ratio, no income loans. They are back. Those are popular with people who have significant debt who might not qualify for a loan because of their ratios. So in that case, we do kind of we work with them in a different way. Um, we kind of go off of the assets, we go off of what they have liquid, and same with the no income. We go off of the liquid assets
Is
and
there
see what
still
they
like
can.
a credit score limitation on some of those? Or I
You have
don't think
to have
most
great credit.
consumers understand how these loans work, which is they're typically based off your credit score
Of
and then
course,
your debt to income ratio. And I don't think they quite understand that.
correct. So you are going to have a good credit score. I would say probably over 700, 740 probably and up. Um, and your debt to income ratio basically is your ratios of how much debt you carry against how much income you bring in a month. So if it exceeds a certain percentage, then you do not qualify because it won't work. You don't qualify. Um, Usually it depends on the loan type, but usually the ratios are maxed out at about 45, 50% on FHA. It just depends. Um, and there's a little wiggle room with FHA with the higher credit scores. So it just really depends on the client. You got to have that credit score. You got to have the assets. So those loans are definitely complex, and we typically get a lot of complex loans. My manager feeds off of them. So we deal with a lot of different situations, and we
You're
get
good at thinking outside the box.
yes, very good. He sometimes he amazes me. So, we welcome all clients. We definitely treat them like family. We have clients that'll come to us just for advice on, oh, I need a CPA. I need some extra, um, what I can do with my taxes, and, just simple things like that. But it goes a long way with the client when you can kind of lead them to somebody, or forward them to somebody who can help them. So we go that extra
Definitely.
mile with our clients. So we make sure that they're taken care
May
of.
not be your area of expertise, but you kind of know where to take them to get that expertise, because all
Definitely.
our lives are so different. I kind of use the adage, I can have two identical homes, but the transaction's super different because things have went on in this home that hasn't went on in this home. So in order to get
Yes.
them sold, my system's very different a lot of times, depending on what offers come in, what people's interested in it, depending on, what's in the home. Maybe one had a patio put on and one didn't, or one had a pool put on and one didn't, even though they're identical homes. It just really depends on what went on in the history. And I'm sure it's the same way in your industry. Each
Yes.
client, things have went on differently, even though maybe they make the identical amount or they have the identical credit score. Things are different in each people's lives. So it just takes a
Yes.
very different, let's think outside the box to get this one to fit within this normal, whatever they need for that loan. So no, it's
Definitely.
interesting.
And we do. We work very hard with our clients to get them in that home. Um, right now, home equity line of credits are very popular. A lot of people are trying to take advantage of the lower home prices and buy investment properties. So I'm sure you're aware of that.
Hmm.
We did have one client that's been our client for years, and they're always complex. We love them to death. But they are complex. And we did a home equity line of credit. They took out about 400,000 cash, invested it into a bigger home because they had another child and they wanted to upgrade. And they ended up renting out their previous home, and it worked out perfect. Little You get the little bit of the stressful when you do those transactions because you've got to get the HELOC done in time, especially when they have a property they're already in contract with or a property that they want. So you really got to push and get that home equity line of credit done.
Ours is literally just timelines. I mean, once we get it into contract, it's just trying to get that box to shore up and meet that timeline, because there again, everybody's different and everybody, has things going on in their life. And, I've got, when I put a team together to get these closed, each field, each industry on the team has their own agenda. So it's trying to get them all to meet.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And we do work close with our realtors. We keep them updated. If we are having a hard time with the clients not responding, definitely let the realtors know so they can kind of get involved and kind of nudge the clients a little bit. Because that does happen at times where the clients don't understand how crucial it is that they get us those docs like yesterday. So
Yeah, they should
we
have
do
already
work
been over
very closely.
here.
Yes. So we do work
Mm.
closely with our partners. We consider them our partners, and we work very closely with them, and we keep them updated throughout the process. Um, we do jumbo loans. Jumbo loans are basically anything out of the conforming loan limit of 726 for a single family resident. The higher cost areas, for example, Bay Area, San Francisco, you're going to have a little bit more wiggle room to about million, a little under 1.1 million. So you have a little bit more room with the jumbo loans in the higher cost areas. But for the most part, they're considered jumbo after 726.
Mhm.
We have the asset depletion loans, which basically they're a program that use the value of the borrower's liquid assets to qualify for the mortgage. So instead of using traditional monthly income, we use their checking, we use their savings, sorry, or stocks, anything that's liquid. I know people who have wanted to buy homes to flip them have kind of gone this route because they may not qualify with their income and their ratios, but they have the assets and they have the equity in the property, or for
Mm-hmm.
for the basically to get the loan done, we need something in liquid. So it'd have to be a home that could be sold quickly if we need those assets. But of course, there's some options there. And then we do the normal, just, conventional Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac loans. We do the regular FHA. I don't know if you heard, FHA did drop their MI percentage rate about a week ago.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, it dropped from 0.85% to 0.55%. So for example, on a $500,000 loan amount, you're looking at 3.5% down. The payment prior to this change would have been a monthly payment of about $341. It would now be $221. So that's a huge difference, especially for
That's a
first home
significant
buyers.
difference. Yeah.
That's a huge difference for people, and it
That
helps
means
people
they qualify for a little bit better or bigger house, right?
definitely.
So you
Yes,
can
because
put
it
that
affects the
money,
ratios.
right, put that money back into the house. So now instead of what, a 320 house, you might qualify for a 335 house or something.
Yes. So that definitely helps people, especially people, it's especially in California, it's very hard to qualify for a house. You got to make $1 million these days. So these little changes that they're making, they definitely do help the buyers, especially first time home
Hmm.
buyers. These are things that they can take advantage of. Um, and then we do have the bank statement programs. Depending on the lender, it could be 12 months bank statements, it could be 24 months bank statements. Just depends. And of course, your credit score, everything, they're going to look at everything before they qualify you for that type of loan also. So I think that's a good start of what we do.
Hmm.
We do also
There's
do
so many more. There's so many types of loans, and each one of them has different qualifications, and that's what you're there for, to guide them. So
yes,
say for instance, I don't know, you get somebody in like with a whatever kind of a low credit score, and typically you'd either put them, probably the most general is your FHA or conventional, but it's too low to go conventional because they require a higher credit score. So, okay, you put them in FHA, but what they don't realize is they have their own set of guidelines. For instance, you can only get one appraisal on an FHA. So if it's a bad appraiser, because I'm a bad appraisal, because I'm
yeah,
I'm telling you, it's just their opinion. But if he got out on the wrong side of the bed that morning and gave you a
yes,
bad appraisal on that one, guess what? That loan's dead. And that's where you would come in to try to whatever, move them into a different type of loan program to where you can get a
yes.
different appraisal because that appraiser just killed that deal. So
Yeah, especially with FHA, that is, yeah, we haven't had too many problems with our FHA appraisers, but it can happen. Like you said, they
it
wake up
can
on the wrong
happen
side of the bed that day and it's all bad from there.
because it's just his opinion. You could
Yes,
get three appraisals, which on a conventional, you can have as many appraisers as you want, but
yes,
you have to have the higher credit score in order to get that type of loan.
yes,
So, but you can have three appraisals, and they're all going to be different because it's just his opinion.
yes,
So,
definitely, definitely. Um, that's very true. I do want to throw out there, we do help people get their credit scores up a little bit. We do a little bit of credit repair. We do what is called a what if simulator, which will show them what they need to pay down or pay off to get their credit score up a certain amount to qualify. So we do work with clients. We've had a few clients lately where their credit scores were just under what we need it to be. So we just run that what if simulator, sorry. and let them know what they need to do. And usually those are pretty immediate changes that they can make to get qualified. So we
Mhm.
do work with that. And we also do work with CalHAFA, which is a home buyers assistant program. We don't do too many of them, surprisingly. Um, we just don't have the clientele for those, I guess, but we do
I
offer.
find the CalHAFA, we don't have the houses. They may offer that program, but we do not have the houses that fit into that program.
Yeah, yeah,
That's where I find it, because I do have some of those come through, and I can't find any homes that fit within those programs. I'm like, well, I don't have any homes that fit it within them. I'd love to hand you one, but there is none that I can find. So that's what I find on those CalHAFA.
yeah. It makes it difficult because the income ranges on those are pretty high. Um, and you do have to have a decent credit score of, I think, 660, which is pretty good. It's not extremely great, but it's doable for most people. But
Mhm.
we do deal with CalHAFA, just to throw it out there. If anybody's interested in first time homebuyer programs, we do have those. Um, and that's what I can offer. Plus more, like I said, we treat everybody like family, and we never turn our past clients away. If they have a question or if they're just having a bad day and they want to call us for some advice, we take it. We love our clients. We treat them like long-term family, and we're definitely there for the long haul.
I think in our industries, a lot of times it's us that is the company, right? If they feel they can work well with our personalities, and they trust that we're going to do the best job we can for them. I mean, we may not be perfect, but
Yes.
they have to know that we have their best interest in heart, and we're going to go that extra mile, and we do go that extra mile in order to help them with whatever their situation is, because everyone's different. And I
Yeah.
think your industry is a lot that way too. There's a lot of lenders out there, but you can't get past some of the personalities to even hardly initiate, much less feel like they're going to actually get this done for you and closed. So
You
I
have to
think
feel
that's
comfortable.
a lot of our industry.
Yes, you have to feel comfortable who you're working with. I'm the same way. I have to feel comfortable with who I'm working with. And we make our clients feel like we do truly care, and we make them feel like they're family. So, I think that goes a long way with clients, especially
It
nowadays.
really
They
does.
want to be heard. You got to really listen to them, and know what their needs are, what their wants are, and really work with them. And I think that's
And I
very
think
important.
those repeat customers are a great attribute to the fact that, we did do a good job, and they trust us to, let's do it again.
Yes.
Let's get through this again, because it is a huge process. It's one of the largest financial decisions people make, right? Is their home or investment properties, or, whatever they're wanting to do in the market. But so,
Yes. Very, very. Definitely.
well, Brandy, how can everybody get a hold of you?
You can reach me anytime on my cell phone, which is 408-613-0350, or by email, which is bmazzone@umortgage.com. And I will spell that because it's not easy. So it's B as a boy, M as in Mary, O, Z as in zebra, Z as in zebra, O, N as in Nancy, E, at the letter U mortgage.com.
And I will include it down below, everybody. So make sure you give Brandy a call if you're in the market to do a home loan or any type of an investment loan or commercial loan. Give her a call and see if she can help you with whatever your needs are. Again, I'll leave the information down below for both of us, everybody. Everybody, I hope you have a tremendous day. My license number is 01997670, and I will catch you on the next one. Everybody, have a great day.